Welcome to SportsbookReview.com. This is the #1 place for your college bowls. I'm Flash and I'm joined by DJ Big Boss from the West and the Big Ragoo from the East. So there's nothing these gentlemen do not know about the college bowls. We're going to be going with the Independence Bowl in Louisiana, and it's a home tie for Louisiana Tech versus Miami. Miami sitting at 6-6, and funnily enough, Ragoo, they're giving up 6.
Yeah, Miami this year, they've had their go at it. They've had some tough looks. They've had some big upsets, some pretty decent wins, but it's been a real inconsistent year for this team. They barely got into the bowl season with a 6-6 record. La Tech, La Tech, on the other hand, they have a pretty impressive record, but their schedule is pretty weak in my book. They've beaten some really bad teams throughout the course of the year. Probably their toughest look was They played Louisville late in the season, which they come up. Not Louisville, but they come up with a win against. The last win was against North Texas and UTEP, so not saying a whole lot there. And Massachusetts and Rice, so not a lot of quality wins for this team. They did get bowl eligible based on the wins, but 6 points. Over the years, Miami's matched up with this team. They played them like 3 times. They're 3-0, and they won by margin in each additional game. So I think Miami's kind of going to use this game for a springboard to kind of get their season on track for next year. So I like Miami in this spot just because of a lot classier team versus a team that's played a lot weaker here.
Yeah, this is where people can come unstuck. They look at Louisiana, 9-3 record, think that they're obviously dominated, but it's up against a different class of opposition. Miami are at 6-6, and they're giving up 6 with UWager. Go over to sportsbookreview.com/UWager for everything you need to know. Press that button, and there it is. More than you could have wished for if you just press that button. DJ Big Boss, myself and Ragoo, we like to give up the 6.
Man, I can't wait to make it to Louisiana for another shrimp po' boy. And this is going to be the shrimp po' boy bowl game right here. But I like it. I like everything Big Ragoo was saying about this game. Miami, they did have kind of a younger team, and they want to be impressive going into next season. So winning the bowl game means a lot to them in this one. But La Tech is having like a home bowl game, which is pretty good for them. I love Skip Holtz. We talked about Skip Holtz. I was high on Skip Holtz early in the season, and he has a good bowl record as well, which that means that he once again knows how to prepare for these kind of games. But I agree with Big Ragoo said, as they haven't really been playing competition like that, so they outclassed in this match against Miami. So I don't want to even mess with a side on this one right here. But Louisiana Tech, surprisingly this year, their success has been in their passing and scoring. So I think they entice Miami to play better on offense, and that this number 50 is a little too low. And I'm going over the total in this game.
Louisiana Tech, they like to throw the ball. I'm thinking a better class of D here with Miami. Happy to give up the 6. And for some reason, as mad as I may be, I'm tending to agree with you, 50.5 the total. Remember, UWager is the one sitting out there at -6 and at 50.5. Ragoo, what about the total at 50.5?
Miami's defense is going to have a little bit something to say about that, and that's where this team eats. So maybe a turnover or 2 here may be the big difference in pushing this total towards the number or keeping it under. So I think Miami probably score 30 on their own, and if they could keep La Tech under 20, then we're going to struggle with that number. But if there's a turnover that goes either way, one way or the other, then you got to like the over. But I would lean towards the under, just a lean.
Yeah, the King of the East has spoken. He's already got me off of the over. I'm leaving it well alone and going just straight Miami. -6. May even have a little bit of a look at Miami team total. Make sure you join us next time. We're off Quick Lane. We're off to Detroit for the Quick Lane Bowl. See you soon.